holding on the whole like
Yeah, that's
40
true.
minutes.
I get that. Okay, cheers. Which I'm scared.
Cheers.
No chaser is insane for me, but whatever. Ugh, my God, can I please drink that electrolyte, please? Please.
Please.
Guys, Oscar's on some electrolyte kick recently.
I've been on some really weird kicks recently.
No, it's like one of the phrases you keep saying, really weird kicks. I don't know
Touching
what's
the
going
water.
on. Touching the water. Anyways, welcome back to the Be So For Real pod. We love.
We stand.
We're dressed as characters today because it's Halloween. What are
Alright, so
you?
talk about yours.
Okay, so today I'm Snooki. I never really try hard with like a costume ever. My entire life, I feel like me always making everything a backstory. Shadow, get off. Shadow, get off.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, I literally decided to go Snooki today. I got these furry boots from Amazon, and I think they're a vibe. I just went off of that. I have these jorts, this cute little bedazzled shirt, this hat that's obviously Snooki print, and then I have some glasses that I also got from CVS that were like $25, and I'm not even wearing them. So yeah, what about
Those are
you?
really cute. I really
Thanks.
buy them.
Thanks. You didn't like the boots.
Yeah. No,
Oscar was like making fun of me
the
about the
boots
boots.
lucky caught me off guard the first
No, like
time.
yesterday I told him, I was like, oh my gosh, look at the boots I'm getting. He's like, oh, they're giving furry. I was like, and what about it?
Like, I want to be a furry.
I'm like, okay, well,
So,
like,
like,
what?
well,
Okay, what are
mine
you?
is just Barbie. I went a little basic this last day for Halloween.
Yeah, he decided to go a little bit more fruity today.
I know. It's because the past few outfits, guys, have been a little... Like, I did Danny Phantom, I did a cowboy.
Yeah,
And I
no.
think I needed to switch it up a little bit. I need to pop out, like, different.
Yeah, we
With
were
more
talking.
color.
Oh, sorry. We were talking about how Oscar and I literally have been on this whole like goth kick. Like all we wear is like black and red and gray and like scary shit.
No, literally.
That's why people think we're intimidating when we go out. No, literally, I think that's why. Because like we'll go out to WeHo and stuff. It's always WeHo.
I
WeHo
know,
always
like,
gets
we
brought
have-
up. We'll go out in places and people will be like, "Oh my gosh, we saw you, but like you guys looked intimidating." I'm like, "Wait, was it like the black makeup and the thick black boots and like the whole goth
The
outfit?"
black boots.
Thick black boots. No, but today we're both like just giving fun. Like it's a vibe. And
No, this is the
honestly,
most color I've worn in, like, this whole year, honestly.
do you ever wear pink?
No.
What do you think about the whole like real men wear pink?
I think that's... I don't know. That's one of, like, those stereotypes I just don't, like, really believe.
Really?
Yeah, I
You
mean...
think men shouldn't wear pink?
I think men should just wear whatever they want.
Yeah,
If
like
they
it shouldn't
wanna
even be
w-
pink.
Exactly. Yeah,
Like the color shouldn't even be included.
I mean, pink is a little fruity, though. Let's be so fucking fair. Like,
It is a little fruity.
I'm like, it is.
No, like personally for me, like I am still like, should I be wearing pink out in public? I just feel like that's just one of those things where it's like color, unfortunately, to some people, like correlates with how you feel or how you look, like your identity expression. And I think pink is just a vibe. It's just a
Yeah.
color. It is a very flamboyant, right? Though it's like very vibrant.
No, I feel like I'm just gonna, like, be spot out in public today.
I'm like, he's just Ken. Wait, you,
Ken or, like, Alan?
enough.
Ken or Alan or that guy who's
I think
not
it was
included?
Alan, like that random little guy in the corner. No, literally, guys. Anytime somebody is just like awkward in the corner, they're Alan. Like I'm literally Alan. I'm begging for dear
This is
life.
how I feel like I am. I'm, like, trying to be Alan.
No, I literally can't believe you're wearing this right now. Like I don't know if you're
know.
Barbie or if you're trying to like match as that electrolyte bottle.
I-
Like, you love that damn electrolyte so much.
Guys, it's because my hangovers have been so bad recently.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about it. No, literally, Oscar. Like every time we hang out, he's hungover the next day. Like literally, like hungover to the max. Like literally, like some crazy type of hungover. I don't know what's going on with
And I
you.
always just wake up, like, really, like...
Discombobulated and like like one of the times like 2 weeks ago when Oscar slept over and the next morning we woke up, we were supposed to do all this stuff. Oscar like didn't talk for the first like 40 minutes when he woke up, and then like he got in the shower and like disappeared and then came out and he's like, I'm alive, bitch. And I was like, oh well, hey.
And then, like, once everything was done already, the day was done, and I'm over here, like, coming out, basically.
Hey, so you get hungover actually?
Yeah, like, I don't know why, though.
Yeah. I
Like,
think I just
before,
say
I was chilling. I was vibing. But then, as of recently, I think since we started doing all those, like, mixed drinks...
oh yeah. Well,
It's...
you've been on the mixed drink kick.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I got onto that mixed drink kick because of you. Like
Oh,
dead
yeah.
ass. Because like I remember I saw that one TikTok you did with the Baja Blast and like the vodka and
Oh,
the
yeah.
buzz balls, and then like also I feel like you're always just drinking something cool.
It's just got bored from the basic, like, beatbox, buzz
Bitch, you're
bars.
literally freshly 21 and he's already bored. I'm terrified. Like
I'm
what do you
I need to switch it up.
like? No, literally me still on my tequila sunrise cake, which I will be getting tonight. I literally can't believe WeHo's actually open tonight.
I know, it's like Halloween.
Well, it's Tuesday, but like still, I feel like we're going to like I feel like it's a Saturday,
Right?
right? Kind of.
I think it's also because it's Halloween. I think Halloween makes it, like, an extra day of the weekend.
Yeah, it's just like a vibe. I feel like the past like Halloween has literally felt like 100 days for us recently.
No,
Like
deadass.
we've been like not going out so much, but like Just using it as an
Yeah,
excuse.
and we stopped going out.
We did. I
Like
well,
we stopped going out for a minute, and then like
yeah.
because we used to go out every weekend, but then we stopped, and now we're
Well,
like back to reality.
I feel like the reason why we stopped was because of like we had to stop.
Oh no,
Like
because there
no,
was dragon there.
like we just like kept getting. I don't know. There's just always something whenever we go out, literally. But tonight's gonna be a good night. We're good vibes. Oscar's wearing pink, so
I think we should talk about the most recent time we went to WeHo. I mean, let's just
yeah.
touch on it though. I don't want to be like I don't
Okay,
want to make this whole WeHo
WeHo
narrative.
narrative, because guys,
like, like
like at this point, welcome to the WeHo
I know,
podcast.
I'm
Like,
like let's be so for real.
no, but I do think like people love hearing about WeHo, and I love talking about it.
Like, and I love WeHo. I'm
No,
like,
and we're going there tonight. Well, you guys already know WeHo is basically like a set of gay clubs in Los Angeles. It's like the most like I don't know. It's just like the craziest place because everybody is agreeing to black out consensually all together. Like literally everybody is there to black
and it's
out.
also you'll see like all these random ass influencers. You're like, oh shit,
Yeah,
like I saw you growing up, and now you're over here like
like
doing
literally like
some crazy
shaking ass on the
shit.
pole.
And
Like I
I'm
was
like,
like,
whoa,
like
okay.
I'm the guy shaking ass on the pole.
Me,
Like literally.
I'm like in the bathroom. I'm like, whoa, okay.
No, guys, the craziest stuff happens in the bathrooms at WeHo, and we need to talk about that. But on the other hand, I feel like WeHo, just like for us, like we like going there because who gives a fuck? Everybody can be themselves. Everybody can have fun. Oscar can wear this bright pink outfit and still slay, look good. I can dress up as Snooki, and people are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, that outfit ate." Even though we all fucking know, like, let's be fucking for real. Ooh, let's be fucking for
Let's
real.
be so for real.
But yeah, what happened this week? A lot kind of happened at WeHo. Oh, I know what to talk about at WeHo. Okay, well, you can
Our
start.
segment. I know what's
Yeah,
talking about.
I
Yeah,
love that. But okay, so basically, like Oscar
I
and
know you can
I.
start early, but basically,
Yeah, yeah. Well, okay. Oscar and I went to WeHo last weekend because we used Halloween as our excuse. But I feel like we still had fun. But like, what do you think happened?
no, it
Like,
was honestly really fun. I think
yeah.
it was really fun. It's just that we bumped into Ice Spice.
Oh, we did bump into Ice
If you
Spice.
guys saw from our last podcast,
Yeah, Ice Spice did not say hi to Ice. No, Ice Spice was not nice to us. Ice Spice was not ice nice. No, like dead ass. Like we walked by Ice Spice, ex Pink Panther, and Oscar immediately looked. Oscar, look at literally, guys. I'm sitting at this club, freshly off of a $5 shot. Keep in mind, I see Ice Spice. I look at Oscar, and Oscar goes, "He knows." I'm like, "Oh, he knows."
no, and I'm pretty sure he did watch the podcast because it's not like we just casually walked by each other. It was like multiple of
Multiple
like this
times.
guys, and then he just
Yeah.
didn't say anything. He was
And
just like
like
looking at
they
us.
always say hi to us.
Yeah.
So I mean, we still love Ice Spice. Nothing wrong with Ice Spice. It was just a very big moment of that one
Exactly.
weekend. But I think that when we saw them, for me personally, I was like, oh shit, like this podcasting thing is going to be the end of us. Like literally, because everyone we talk about, we just see. But I don't think there's really like bad things to say about many people. Like we don't really have like bad blood with a lot of people. I
Yeah,
feel like.
no, we really don't.
Well, because we don't give a fuck. Like Oscar's just like the nicest person ever, and then I like don't take things seriously. So like when there's an argument going on or some kind of fight or some kind of miscommunication, I'm like smiling and like laughing throughout the
Yeah.
whole thing. So like I don't think I ever really take anything that seriously, but we did see Ice Spice. It was
I feel like we should honestly talk about like some spooky stories for Halloween,
I mean we
like
can.
some spooky things that have gone on.
Yeah. I mean I've never really like experienced anything spooky. Like ever. Like other than like
I've experienced this one thing that's so weird.
what?
So I was leaving one of my closing shifts, and then this happened like a year ago.
Yeah.
And then I was leaving my closing shift, and then it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I was pulling up to this like red light, and you know how most red lights have those bus stops,
Yes.
like so people can get picked up, whatever. And then it's 4 in the morning. It's like foggy as fuck, and I'm pulling up, and this guy in like a whole like suit and tie. No, and I'm being so for real, but like I didn't see. I don't know if that's the figure that was being given.
Yeah, like that's what you saw?
Yes, and then I was pulling up, and as I was pulling up, I was like, okay, like I'm not a believer of that thing. I'm like, I honestly think it's like ghosts or like fake, whatever.
Yeah.
I do believe in the afterlife, but don't believe in ghosts or like.
I feel like that's not even a ghost. I feel like that's like demonic shit.
No,
Like
people
that's
were saying like I was
scary.
told my friends, and they were like, oh, like that's like he might have been death or something. I was like, maybe
You looking at death right in
No,
its eyes. I'm
literally.
like, what are they talking about?
Like,
No, but I mean, I do believe in I believe in all that kind of stuff, especially because I feel like anything that's talked about had to have happened at one point. Because then how would have people even thought about that idea?
yeah,
So like for you to see something like that, like I honestly don't even like. I don't doubt it.
no, it was like so creepy though, because I mean, I was like arriving to the bus stop, and then it was a red light, and I was like, oh hell no. But I was like in my brain, I was like, okay, as I pull forward. like I'm probably gonna see his face, so I'm not gonna be tripped out or anything.
Oh, I
But as
see
I
that.
was
I see
put,
that. Yeah.
like I was like, oh wait, like I'm probably just gonna see his face, and maybe it's just a regular guy.
Yeah.
But then as I was thinking, and as I was pulling up, I'm like, wait, it's 4 in the morning. Where I live, it's literally in the back of nowhere.
Yeah.
There's no reason for someone to be dressed up in a suit and tie in where I live. I'm like, it's giving like,
Interesting. It's not like Hollywood
no,
Boulevard.
it's like old guys, like white
Wait,
guys.
that's actually so funny because if you were to see that on Hollywood Boulevard, you'd be like, another Tuesday. But
No,
you see
literally.
that in fucking the IE, you're like, somebody should call
No,
911.
literally.
Wait, interesting. I feel like that's not even like, I feel like that's not even paranormal. That's just like somebody was probably out there.
No, probably. But then as I got closer, like, I don't know if the hat was just tipped in a certain position, but I couldn't see their face.
I'm seeing like Slender Man. Like I'm seeing like a tall figure with like a like dark suit on. Like that's kind of
No, and I
scary.
didn't want to stop completely because I was just like, I don't know what the hell this guy's gonna do. So I just ran the red
Wait,
light.
so you're driving alone?
Yeah.
Ew, see, okay, I've always been scared about driving alone, especially at night. Like back where I'm from Connecticut, because it's completely dark. It's giving like the IE area, like super dark, like alone. Like
Yeah.
there's not like many cars all the time. I
Yeah.
feel like it's a little bit less populated. So I've always been scared to be like driving alone and literally something happen like that. Like I feel like that's like the most vulnerable time for something to happen. Like something can go in front of your car, you have to stop. You can't move. They grab you. Like some scary
Exactly.
shit like that. Wait, why? I'm like, you made this scary. Now I'm like looking around my apartment
I
all scared
literally
and
wait a
shit.
second.
Because that's something I can't deal with. Like, there's one thing about me. I can't deal with disassociative stuff and I can't deal with paranormal stuff. Like, I will not watch scary movies ever. So if you catch me in some scary environment in life, I'll literally
Wait,
die.
I think you do have a scary story to tell
What?
about the thing that just happened recently
What?
when we were like going into your apartment.
Oh.
Ew, that
Oh,
was
bitch,
so
but you don't
creepy.
even know what the after of that.
No,
Okay.
like that was so creepy.
Yeah, so basically, Oscar dropped me off after WeHo the other weekend. We're back at WeHo. We were like all really drunk or whatever. Oscar wasn't drunk, obviously, because he was the DD. But when we got back, I tried to go to the front door, and there was like this man standing there, and he obviously looked like he was on something or very drunk or something of the nature. And personally, like I've let people into my apartment by accident, and then the next day, my property manager will come up to me, be like, "Somebody literally stole all these packages because of you." So I don't let that shit happen anymore. So Oscar was dropping me off. I was really scared about going into my apartment because this man was out there and it was like 4 in the morning. The man was looking a little sus. He had like a hoodie on, guys. Like you never fucking know in this city. So I stayed my ass in Oscar's car for like 5 minutes, just trying to wait till this guy left. He never left. So eventually I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just walk right in, close the door behind me as fast as I can, and like hopefully nothing happens. Keep in mind this man is literally at the door, so there's like not even any wiggle room for me to do that. So I walk up to my front door, open it immediately. Right as I go in, this man who's standing there like immediately grabs the door to try to like open it away from me so that he can get in. I feel so bad, you guys, but honestly, like you never fucking know. So I just grabbed the door and like slammed it on him, and he was like, "Hey, hey, like I live here," but guys, I couldn't even like. He did not say I live here. Actually, he was like, "Hey, hey," but he was just like acting very weird. So I was like, "I'm sorry." He's like, "Hey," I was like, "I'm sorry," and I like close the door on him like immediately, and I like walk in because I'm not gonna get yelled at again. I'm not gonna be responsible. Like this has happened to me before. I just don't want to get yelled at again by my property manager because I'm literally on the brink of being evicted. It's so bad. So I walk into my apartment, do everything I got to do. The next morning, I go to get breakfast. As I'm getting breakfast, this man is in the hallway. Why? Because he's my neighbor. He's literally my neighbor. And I shut the door. You didn't even know that.
Oh my
I shut the door on him
gosh.
by guys. We have to be for real. Like like I didn't know it was late at night. I'm not even allowed to do it for anybody else. Nobody else is allowed to do it for anybody else. Like you shouldn't be letting people in, especially when you don't know. But I felt mortified. I feel so bad. I literally want to go to his door with like flowers and beg, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Like, but then again, like one time I saw this man like as I was going up to the elevator, like he was just like drunk as fuck, like outside of the door of the apartment, and he was trying to get in. So like my like context clues are giving that like the person in the apartment didn't want him in the apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's been locked out many times, and like it doesn't seem like the other person cares much. So I'm not gonna get involved. I felt bad, but yeah, I thought I was pretty scared from that. That's why I'm saying I feel like all the scary things that happen aren't really like paranormal stuff. It's more like I don't know, like weird people shit, like
Yeah.
weird stuff going on, like in the city. Like I don't really think anything much has happened other than that.
Yeah.
Thank God, because I'm so like paranoid about that kind of stuff. Like I cannot deal with any of that.
No, that was like crazy though. I just felt like it was very like scary because the way he was just standing there was like.
Yeah, he was giving sus. Like honestly, like the guy was just giving sus. But like I've said, like there's been so many times that I by accidentally let somebody in. Like one time I let this man in, I didn't know. Next morning, all the shit was stolen. I was like, wait, what? Like you know what I mean? And like another time, somebody went into my garage, they broke into my car, broke everything, took everything out of it. Like I just am traumatized for that, especially living in the city. And I want nobody knowing where I live. So I literally just ran up here, closed my fucking door, got with my cat, and put my happy ass in bed. But
And
yeah.
then that's the end of the story.
And that was the end of that, you guys. But I don't know. I just feel like the whole Halloween narrative is kind of like the scariest, spookiest time of the year. So I just kind of like
And all the
close.
scary stories are amplified. I'm
No,
like,
literally, that's why I
whoa.
just like during Halloween, like it's kind of my least favorite holiday of the year, to be honest, because I am so paranoid about everything. Like I feel like scary movies brew like psychopaths and
Yeah,
killers and like
because
serial
it's like they want
killers.
to like achieve their fantasies or whatever.
Yeah, and I feel like now with like the news and social media, like scary shit is glorified all the time, y'all. Like I love Kim Kardashian to death. Like I will never not love Kim Kardashian ever because she's so iconic. But if I'm gonna be so for real, like she did like these Halloween decorations in her house the other day, and they were like terrifying, like literally like glorifying like the scariest type of shit ever. And I was like, what the hell, y'all? Like, why are we all doing this for fun? Like we're all literally putting like scary ass shit in our I don't fucking like that's not me. Like my apartment right now, like I got flowers, I got a pumpkin candle, that's about it. Like that's as far as it's gonna get in this apartment.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Do you like that kind of stuff?
No, I was literally talking about it earlier. I was like, it's just so creepy. Like the whole like Ouija board. I that thing is so scary. Like I believe that it's something I do believe in because there's no way. Like it's just so scary. Like all the paranormal things. And I started watching Simon Colby's new Conjuring series.
Yeah.
Bitch,
Yeah.
that made me like 100% believe in certain things. That shit was so creepy.
Well, I think that's just one of those things that like it's not real until you explore it. And like Sam and Kobe and people like that. Like I remember you remember FaZe Rug
Yeah.
on YouTube, like he used to like always explore these haunted tunnels. And it didn't seem like he was lying about it. It just seems like he put himself in like the scary situations. Like there's definitely such things as ghosts. Like let's be so for real.
Yeah.
But I do think like energy is important. So like whenever I feel scared about that, because like I'm literally so paranoid, it's not even funny. Like I'll see shit like in the dark because I'm not paranoid. Like I'll just tell myself like I just have such good energy. Like I'm not allowing any negative energy into my life. Da, 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 and like I just like really go based off of that
Yeah.
because that's like the only way like I'll keep myself like survive throughout this whole entire thing.
No, bitch, that's why I don't do any of that like whole tarot cards. I feel like
Oh,
tarot
you don't?
cards. No, babe.
I feel like that's big in Hispanic culture too. No?
Yeah, and just any stuff like that. I feel like it attaches like something onto you.
Yeah.
So that's why I just don't want to fuck with anything because I feel like if once you start messing with things that have to do with like energies and like Ouija boards and stuff like that, it's just allowing yourself for things to come in like attack you or whatever, and like things to attach to you.
Attached to you.
Ah, bitch, and I just
Wait.
can't.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, let's move on from this whole scary stuff because I'm literally getting paranoid, you guys. Like, I'm in like my Snooki outfit talking about ghosts. I'm like, this, when did this happen? Oh my gosh, I thought something fell. But yeah, guys. So we're going to a carnival tonight. Yay, Halloween! Last day of Halloween. Let's get over this whole Halloween narrative because the scary shit is scaring me. Like,
I'm
why am
excited.
I watching commercials for fucking the Kardashians and seeing like The Exorcist and The Conjuring and like all
Bitch.
these different things coming out? Like, I'm
It's
terrified.
like Kardashians are like walking possessed. We're like,
Wait, do you
whoa.
like the Kardashians?
I do. What the heck?
You love the
They're
Kardashians?
I stand all of them honestly.
What's Kim Kardashian's full name?
Uh,
I don't know why I just said
and
that.
I was like, I don't.
Kimberly Noel Kardashian. Thank you very much.
Oh, she's like, oh.
Yeah, I know. But I did want to talk. I know we're going back to the whole WeHo thing, but I did want to talk about what else happened that day because I remembered something with Lewis the next day, and I think it's like a pretty interesting topic. So I'm gonna bring it up. We'll see how you feel about it because it
Okay.
does hit a little bit closer to Oscar. But basically, do you remember what happened the other night at WeHo when we got into the club with a group of people, or we were trying to get into the club with a group of people?
Oh, were we like trying to go in the fray?
Yes, do you remember that?
Yeah.
So, okay, so that experience kind of gave me like some insight into like the different levels of what you can and can't do in public when you're an influencer. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because you know what I'm talking about?
No, exactly.
Okay,
I know. Okay, I started to click everything
yeah,
now.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So basically, what happened was me and Oscar and Lewis, we were walking throughout WeHo and we were trying to like go somewhere, figure out somewhere to go. But
Yeah.
there was long lines everywhere because it was the weekend. So this one guy who's in the front of the line, who like kind of works at this club, knows me from TikTok or whatever. He comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, like I want to get you into the club. You don't have to wait the line. You don't have to pay or anything like that. Like, let's just get in. So I was like, oh, yeah, cool. Like, Oscar and Lewis were with us, but there was a group of influencers, very nice people or whatever, but they were like, Oscar was talking with them, like they were just all being friendly with each other. I didn't really know Oscar was talking to them in the moment because we were just all walking really fast. So when I figured out we could get into this line, I was like, okay, perfect. I was like, I'm gonna go get my friends.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, go get your friends. Like, go get them quick, quick, let's go. So I was like, okay. So I'm looking for Oscar and Lewis, and I see them, and they're in this group of influencers or whatever. So I go up to Oscar, and I'm like, hey, like, let's go. And he's like, oh, whereas like we can get in this line for free, we can get this line for free. Then somebody in that group starts going, oh, we can get in the line for free, or like we can get in the front of the line. At this point, guys, me drunk, I don't fucking know what's going on. Also, this random guy said I could get my friends in. I'm like, yeah, like let's fucking go, like let's go now. So it turns into me getting in Oscar and Lewis to me getting in Oscar and Lewis and maybe 9 other heads, like literally 9 other heads, and obviously like a lot of well-known people are in that group. But obviously, like, if they can get in, we can get in all together. Like, why not? Like, let's just do it. So we walked to the front of this line, and the guy who was going to get us in, we tried to get in. The guy was like, you can't let this many people through there. You guys have to go to the front of the line to go with somebody else that was there or something like that. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, we could have gone in us 3 through here, but now that we're like 12 of us, we have to go to the other side of the line. So we literally go to the other side of the line. And as we're trying to figure it out, guys, I could give less of a fuck about how I look, what I do, as long as I'm being respectful to people and as long as like the club is telling me I can do something, like I'm gonna go in, like why not? So they were basically telling us to like go to the front of the line, which I guess like in a certain hindsight, like I do feel bad about because it's like why should we just be able to get let in? But like that's really how the city works. It's like if you know somebody, you can just get in. So that's what happened. But the people that we were with, I think they felt awkward, like very awkward to like do that, and mainly just because it was like we had to hop a fence. Like we literally had to like hop over a fence to like get to the part of the line that we wanted to get into. And I don't think any of them like would have wanted to hop into that fence like at all because which I understand. It's like, fucking Miss Betty Bob with 10 million subscribers isn't just gonna hop over a fence like me and Oscar are. Like, you know what I mean? Like we can still just do whatever the fuck we want. And it was like a really big moment because like we hopped over easily and then we like looked back being like, come on, hop over. And then we kind of saw them and they were like, wait, what? And then
they all disappeared.
And then they just all disappeared. I was like, wait, where did they go? But then I realized like there is a level to that. Like when you are that big, like you can't just do something that anybody would normally do. Yeah. Like you can't just jump over a fence. You can't just have that type of fun. You can't just like be like blah 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 because people are watching and people are staring. So like in that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, like did they not do that because they're too good for us? Did they not do that? But no, it's literally because when you're at a different level of just like when people are staring at you in public, like you don't want to be doing all that. So I feel like for
people can create like a false narrative.
Exactly, like they cut me in line, they did this, they did that. But like me, guys, like like we didn't really cut anyone in line at all because it was like a separate little line. But in hindsight, like you hopping over a fence could look like a certain way. And I've had moments where like somebody has been like, oh, Pablo, come in line. It's one of my friends. I'm like, oh my gosh, hi. And then people are on my live the next day being like, you cut me in line. I'm like, wait, guys, like, no, like I'm like, I did. And I'm so sorry about it. But like, let's be friends because like, I literally didn't mean that at all. And I just thought it was interesting that like the other day when they all did that, I was like, oh my gosh, like that literally is like next level. Like, if I'm here with like 10 million subscribers, I'm not just going to be like jumping all around, like doing whatever I want. But we're still just chilling. Like we just like are able to like exist in any type of way.
Yeah, without people creating like false accusations.
Yeah. So that was like definitely really interesting.
That was definitely an eye opener though, because it just really made me see like, oh shit, like these bitches know what they're doing.
No, that's what I'm. That's like exactly what I'm saying. It's like they're like
because they all got on the same page quickly. I was like, whoa.
All of them immediately were like other way, but like me and Oscar are like, whoop, like just like whatever, like just having fun. And we did get into line. We did get into the club very fast. Like that's the point of it. It kind of like I feel like with WeHo in like comparison to like a Hollywood club like Poppy or Delilah or Nightingale, which are all these very like heavily predominantly like straight clubs like in the city where a lot of celebrities go, everything like that. Like you can only really get let in immediately or early with like followers or like you have to know somebody like in a different extent than you knowing them at WeHo. Like knowing somebody at a Hollywood club is like you actually have a valuable connection of like the industry, but like knowing somebody at WeHo is just like they think you're hot and they follow you on Instagram. Like literally like anybody can get into the club like easily. Like you just like me and Oscar have been there a couple of times. So that was what that was. But that was like I don't know.
I don't want to talk about though like the Jello shots. That was pretty cute. Me just
the Jello shots.
That was so like That was my only second time trying when we got the Jello shots. When we were at that little carnival on
Oh,
the
the little
side.
rave.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah.
Guys,
Did you get drunk?
yeah, that was crazy.
Wait, wait. What do you like
So,
about the Jello shots?
like, I'm just so that was my second time doing Jello shots with bitch. The way that they were only $3, and I was like,
$3, guys. I
whoa.
ordered 3 rounds for us three. Like I was like, swipe, swipe, swipe. Take my card.
No, literally, I was like, Pablo spending money is crazy. I'm like,
No,
okay.
literally, guys. Because if there's one thing about me, like I bug about money. Like I will always like keep a safe of money underneath my bed just in case. Because no matter how much money I
Yeah.
make, I feel like I'm literally broke. It was probably just like the way I grew up. But
She's just crying. I'm like,
I'm like,
whoa,
like it turned into
okay.
that podcast. But no, for real. Like okay. Unpopular opinion. It's okay to be stingy. No,
It's
like
good to save your money. I'm
it
like,
is good to save your money, and I feel like everybody in life is just at the point where everyone's working, everyone's trying to make their own money, everything's like that. Like if you are at a position where like you can help other people comfortably, like you better fucking do that. But
yeah,
if you're still uncomfortable with your situation, it's not really the easiest or best thing to like just start spewing out your money like that.
exactly.
Because if you can just give away all your money when you have $100, like imagine when you have $1 million and you just give away all that money and you have to pay taxes on $1 million, like hell no. Like there's just so much going on. And I feel like, okay, this like goes into a different conversation, but I feel like a lot of people always think that like because I do TikTok, like that I make a lot of money or that like I have all this money
Yeah.
or that like it's easy to make money. But like, guys, there are influencers with millions of followers that are not making a dime. Like, literally, followers means nothing nowadays, like at all. Like, literally, like somebody with 5 million followers on TikTok that's posting 15-second videos that get millions of views isn't getting paid as much as somebody who's getting 1,000 consistent views with a strong fan base. Like it's very different now. So I feel like a lot of people forget that. And for me specifically, like I have imposter syndrome. Like I'm not an influencer or anything, but I have been able to make some money throughout the process. So like anytime I make money, I feel like I don't deserve it, so I won't spend it. And then it's like I'll spend it on rent, on my family, like on like basic necessities, on my cat. But like I just can't spend on shit. Like this is the first big boy purchase I've made in
I
months.
know. Wait, send me the screenshot, and it was like $70. I'm like,
No,
whoa.
Oscar was literally like, you spent $70.
Well, that was crazy.
Yeah, but like Oscar on the other hand,
Ha!
Oscar on the other hand
You like
spends.
be the 9 to 5.
No, well, you could explain that narrative because we've talked about this multiple times.
Guys, it's because I do things certain way. I don't park my car on the street. I'd rather like pay $50 for my car to be
That's
somewhere
so
nice.
true. I will literally leave it on the side of like I don't fucking know.
No, I'd rather like park somewhere nice, pay $50 for my car to be safe. I'd rather pay like a valet for my
Yeah,
car, stuff like that.
yeah.
And then I remember,
Like Oscar will pay $30 for a nice belt rather than paying $5 for a raggedy belt.
no,
Like you'll
exactly,
rather invest rather than just like quickly spend.
exactly.
Yeah.
So then, like, there was one time where Paul was like, "If you're the 9 to 5 bitches," and I was like, "I really do."
No, like it really do be the 9 to 5 bitches that just spend their money. Like and
Yeah.
like for me specifically, like I am self-employed, I have my own job. So like I'm scared to spend money because I don't know how much money I'm gonna make. One day I could make this, the next day I could literally make $0. So I get a little bit scared.
Yeah.
But I always like me and Oscar make these jokes where we're like, it'd be the 9 to 5 bitches because y'all got the salary.
Yeah.
Y'all got that week to week pay. Y'all know the same shit's coming in every single week. And especially somebody like me, like I'm not a macro ass influencer, like I'm a micro the fuck house down boots.
Yeah.
So like I'm scared to spend my money. But also Oscar's like smart with his money. Also, guys, Oscar's a manager, literally a manager at Raising Cane's. Like that is like a whole ass job. Like he's literally directing 50-year-old men to do their
I
job.
know,
Like
literally.
in this pink ass costume and everything. Like so I think it's just like a different vibe, a different narrative. But Oscar willingly spent $50 on this costume today. Like it's iconic and we love, but $50, like that's expensive.
No, literally for a pink jumpsuit. Let's be so fair.
Like I would have gone to the dollar thrift store and like sewed a fucking
No, you really
pink
would've.
ass thing together. Like I just can't spend money ever. It's so bad.
Wait, do you want to talk about our Rolling Loud experience?
What about Rolling Loud?
I feel like that was such a core. That was
Wait,
such.
Oscar's literally me. Like, just like I want to talk about this.
I
I'm
know
like,
some random.
what about this?
Like,
Like,
I want to talk. That was such a fun core memory that I have.
yeah,
Like it was so fun. So many chaotic moments happened.
yeah.
And
I think it
that
just
was
goes
one of our
back.
first memories, like together.
Yeah, like it just goes back to everything. Like it's
Yeah.
the start to everything. The reason why we're even sitting here, the reason why we know all the things we know is because Oscar one day decided to invite me to Rolling Loud. I don't even know how the fuck that actually happened. That is so
No,
random and
everything was
so
so
crazy.
aligned.
Yeah, it was so random because literally Guys, it was so random. I don't even think you understand. Like, I woke up one day, like, super late to a DM from Oscar being like, "Hi, I have an extra like ticket to Rolling Loud. Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" And I thought he was joking. And of course, with me, like, I love the content narrative, so I'm like, "You guys, somebody literally invited me to Rolling Loud," you know. And then he was like, "Yeah." So I met up with him. It was our first time meeting, and we literally had a crazy experience there.
No, but it was so crazy how everything just aligned. Because I was just going, and then that first night, because it was 3 days. The first day, one of my friends told me to go play at his little, because he was working at one of the booths there.
Yeah, the Levi's.
Yeah, yeah. And then he was like, "Oh, like do this game." I was like, "Okay, whatever." I get VIP ticket.
He literally won a VIP ticket like immediately
Like
on his
immediately.
first day of Rolling Loud
My
alone.
first day. So then now I had an extra ticket. And at that point, all my friends work 9 to 5s too. So it's like, it's not like they could just be like, "Oh my gosh, yes." Like, like I'm.
Wait, let's let go of this whole 9 to 5 narrative because I work 9 to 9. I'm self-employed.
I work at 9 to 12.
Like literally, like okay.
No, and then I was like, okay, let me just see like if he wants to come through, and then that's how it all happened. I was like, it was just so crazy because the first day, bitch,
Yeah.
and then you ended up getting a VIP ticket.
Guys, literally, as Ice Spice was performing, we got our asses to like the Levi's booth, won another VIP ticket the second day. So I got VIP like the last day, I think,
Yeah,
right? Or we didn't go the third day, did we?
we did go the third day.
We did.
Yeah, we went 2 days.
Oh, so okay, yeah, you went first, I went second, I went third. Wow, bitch.
Yeah, and
That was like the start of a lot. I know we talked about this last podcast, but like that was the start of a lot, like
yeah,
a lot, and for many different reasons that we can get into. But it was the start of like new relationships, if you know what I
no,
mean.
really,
It was the start of like new beginnings for Oscar and for me. Like that was the first day I really realized, like, oh wow, like I love dressing up and like being in crazy outfits, like in public. Like remember I wore those red leather ass pants, and like
yeah,
I was just being so crazy at Rolling Loud. And then also Oscar, like it was like the first time like of us meeting each other, and I feel like kind of you being like super introduced to like the whole influencer world and like
yeah,
seeing all these influencers and seeing like me like filming and you being in my videos, and then people like starting to like kind of recognize you from that day.
yeah.
And I think that was just like moment that got us to where we are, literally.
No, because that was really crazy, and then just meeting new friends too.
Yeah. Well, all the friends we made at Rolling Loud, we like no longer talk to all the time, I feel like.
I mean, I think it's just not. It's not even like a beef kind of
Bath,
thing.
no, yeah, yeah.
It's more so just like we just grew apart, and I think that just happens with a lot of friendships.
But it wasn't even like a growing apart because we didn't even know each other enough to grow. It was just more like, honestly, I think sometimes in life you meet people at the right time for that moment. And it doesn't have to be after that moment. It doesn't have to be the most permanent thing. It could be like that temporary feeling. Like, you know, like you and I obviously are more permanent friendship to
Yeah,
where we hang out a lot and it works. But there are some people you meet in life at specific moments that are just temporary.
yeah,
And that's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like people think like, oh, you're using them. Oh, you're just with them because you're bored. Oh, no, guys, literally, if you're at the right place at the right time and I'm at the right place at the right time, we're literally just both at the same place.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's kind of just what happened with a lot of those relationships, I feel like. But honestly, like I don't think there's any bad blood. Like I said, we don't really have bad blood with people.
We don't. I feel like it's just more so like we try to let people do their own thing. You know what I mean? It's not like
Well, we let people do their own thing until they like beg to like hang out with us and come out with us, and then they come out with us, and then like they see like and then they get like caught up in like this whole chaotic like whirlwind. Like literally, Oscar and I were talking about this earlier. Like, if there's one thing about us, we love a special guest at WeHo. Like, we
yeah,
love a special guest. We love to bring somebody new every time. Recently, we've just been chilling with the core group because we don't need the whole extra narrative with the
exactly.
energies. Going back to the ghost, bitch. A ghost is scary, but so is a fake ass bitch in this city. So
Oh,
let's be fucking for.
I'm like, whoa.
No, but for real, like, there's a lot of scary shit, and I feel like for me personally, it's always Oscar bringing the special guest. Like
Oh,
it's always Oscar bringing, and
yeah.
we stand, but there's just been some scenarios where like I don't know, it's the both of us. Literally, like somebody will come up to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, like no, like they'll be like, oh like hi, like acting like they don't know anything." Yet they're like best friends with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like they'll come up to me and be like, hi,
Oh,
or like
that
they'll
is the
come up to
worst
you and be
part.
like,
Yeah.
hi, acting like they don't know anything, but they fully follow me on everything. Like you know what I
Yes.
mean? Like people will do that
That happens a lot.
a
Yeah.
lot, and especially like you'll go to follow, you'll be like, oh, you follow Oscar, or you follow Pablo, and it's like,
Wait,
wait, no, I did not know that I did that.
yes,
And then they
exactly.
unfollow after, and they think it's like the slickest thing ever.
Guys, this has happened too many times.
No,
To the
yeah,
point
like
where like
many.
I'm like be talking to someone and they're like fully like, oh my gosh, like I don't know you at all, and then literally like 2 days later, like, oh my gosh, like your friend Pablo is like live. I'm like, relax.
Yeah,
There's no
no,
way.
yeah, like that's happened with the both of us. And I don't really mind. I'm like boost my ego, but like
Me-
it's more just of like it happens a lot. Like or like, oh, okay, so if there's one thing about me, I get DMs. I got a lot of DMs. I'm sure you get a lot of DMs too because we're both just giving like cute vibe aesthetic on
Yeah.
Instagram. Like we just like, we're cute. So we'll get a lot of DMs and shit. I read them, but I don't respond. If there's one thing about me, I will read your DM. If you don't think I see it, I read it. And I know this is gonna come back to me in the future, but like it's true, like if you're just DMing me like hi, like I'm probably not gonna respond. If you're just DMing me like you're so hot, you're so sexy, like I'm probably not gonna respond. But if you're like something like I don't know, something else, like I'm gonna respond. So there's a lot of those people that happen like that. But I see so many people in my DMs that will DM me all these amazing nice things. Then I see them in public and I know them. And then they're just silent. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. Like, I don't expect anything. But then I go the next day and the DMs are gone. This has happened only twice, I think. That happened one time with that one boy that we went to WeHo with. That one time that literally everybody on the streets was like, hi. And we slowly realized that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we suddenly realized that everybody knew this person for specific reasons. But yeah, this
They're
one
passed
person.
around.
Yeah, well, there's literally nothing wrong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But like, it is. There's nothing. Yeah, like you can say how but there's nothing more visible than the connections you have in the city than when you were walking around in WeHo. And I think it's just because WeHo's that one place where people just say hi to each other on the street and act like they know each other when really they just hooked up, or they act like they know each other when really they made out one time in a club. And like for me, like I could be walking around sometimes and people are like in the beginning of my WeHo days, like for sure, like when I was like being a little hoe and being disgusting. Anyways, when I say disgusting, I mean like kissing one or two people. Like let's be fucking for real. But like those people will come up to you and be like, "Oh my gosh, hi," and like act like you. I've seen this happen, Oscar, before. Like they'll like stare at Oscar like throughout the room and be like, "Let me buy you a shot." And you're like, "Oh, relax. We literally kissed one time on like a fucking Thursday in October." Like let's be so fair. Like that's happened to me many times, but not anymore. I have WeHo now is just to have fun with my friends. Let's be for real.
I think at first, when we both started, it was like very like go crazy.
Go crazy, like yeah, it was exactly like that.
And now we're just like, I mean, we just see more like an opportunity to like go out with friends and stuff.
Yeah,
nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy. I know these videos are literally gonna haunt us in the future, and we're gonna be like, "Why the fuck were we always talking about WeHo?"
No, like that ass.
But WeHo was such a staple thing for the gays in the city, especially at our age. So I know everybody understands. Like everybody's actually like curious about it, and if they don't know what WeHo is, I'm sure they've heard about it.
Yeah.
So I think that like, guys, the most crazy shit has happened there, like literally. But I feel like Oscar and I have also just like really prioritized hanging out outside of WeHo because there's a lot of friends that only hang out to go out, only hang out to drink, only hang out to smoke. Oscar doesn't smoke, nothing like that, but especially in the smoking community, like you hang out with your friends just to smoke. And I feel like for me growing up in like the small town that I did, that was really big on my friendships. Like we would just smoke all the time. We would just drink all the time if we wanted to hang out. There wasn't many fun things to do. But now that we both live in Los Angeles, we literally have the experience to have fun without needing to smoke or without needing to drink. And I always try to prioritize that, especially with you and like some of my other friends. I don't, because I feel like you're my going out friend. Like not my going out friend, but I feel like we go out more than other friends. Like you're the friend that I would rather go out with, and I'm the friend you, because we have fun. Like we both are on that energy, but we both also hang out on other moments, which is like very important for friendships in the city.
Like when we went to go eat in that one Colombian restaurant.
Like that one time we went to get Starbucks, I think.
Like that
I think, but you were high anyway, so like I don't know what you're really talking about. So. Yeah, guys, but
no, but I like our cute little pool days.
Oh yeah, we've had. I want to go to the pool. Do you work tomorrow?
No.
You don't?
No.
Bitch, it's Wednesday tomorrow. We should go to the pool.
On Wednesday.
Can we go to the pool? No, Oscar says yes, and then he's gonna drink tonight and wake up hungover, throwing up out of his butthole in the same. Like literally, like
no, guys. Okay, let's say something. Let's do a little confrontation.
Oh, okay, yeah. I love.
No, bitch, because you're always like, okay, get here at this time. And okay, the very rare times, because I'm not going to even justify it, because I also do be running late, always. But the few times that I do, I literally get here on time. I'm outside waiting for 6 hours. 7 hours. Almost 8.
This is so dramatic.
But I'm always like, wait, what's the point of being on time if we're just going to like be waiting outside?
Yeah, I have a really big problem with that. But
I mean, it's fine.
I don't think
we're both not on time.
Yeah, no, we're both not on time, and it's fine. I don't think though. I think I give you the easiest time with it. I'm gonna be so for real because
I do be giving you the hard time.
No, but you give me a hard time, but I also give you like an easy time with it because literally, guys, like I don't think you understand. This was my classic go-to thing in high school. Oscar, literally, I would tell a friend to pick me up. I'd go hang out with this friend for like 30 minutes. Be like, oh my gosh, like, I forgot my card at home. Like, please bring me home. We lived in a small town, so it was like going from here to fucking
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts. Like, we'd go back to my house. I would go inside of my house to get my card and take a shower and like eat and like play with my dog, watch a show. Like, literally, like, this is so disgusting of me. But I would literally have my friends waiting outside for like 45 minutes, just like having them wait. And that's honestly been my like literally toxic way of deciding like if somebody like this is not right at all, but I'm just being honest. I don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
not anymore, but in the past, like I would be like, oh, they're a real friend because they waited for me.
Yeah.
Like, no, babe, you literally wasted 45 minutes of their time. There's only 24 hours in a day. We're only awake for 12 hours of the day, and you just spent one of those hours, one out of 12 of those hours in the shower, and they're just like sitting outside. Oscar will be like, get here at 5. He gets here at 5. I'm like, oh, bitch, like I literally need to like go to Antarctica real quick and like fucking mine some oil and then come back
and then
like,
mind control someone. I'm like,
like any type of fucking narrative. Like today, Oscar, he was like, I'm like coming here at this time. He gets here. I'm like, oh, I'm at Ralph's getting pickles. Like literally, guys, I can't make this shit up. Like I don't know what happens. But to be fair, Oscar at the same time was like, oh, get there at 2. Then he's like, oh, can I get there at 5? I'll be like,
See,
yes.
one thing I am working on is because okay, I'm starting to realize that when I wake up, it's just very difficult for me to like my before night me is like, oh my god, I'm so down, like, I'm so crazy, and then the next morning it's like my bed just feels so comfortable.
Yeah.
With the bed that I'm staying at.
Oh yeah, and I wish I was joking with that one. Or I wish he was joking with that one.
No, literally. And I just be waking up. I'm like, oh, I'm so tired.
No, Oscar's so lucky because he wakes up in a new Tempur-Pedic bed every single morning. No, I'm kidding, y'all. I just have like a $100 Amazon ass bed. But
it's also like I would love to stay. Like I mean, Pablo always offers for like me to stay here.
But this is exactly where he's staying.
Like this is where I stay, or like a blow up mattress that deflates during the night.
Yeah.
So either I choose that or I choose a Tempur-Pedic bed.
Yeah, no, a Tempur-Pedic bed with a good Old Spice cologne. No, but for real though, like for me, guys, like I'm just at the point where like I feel like I have everything in my apartment. Like I have 2 towels for me, like enough toilet paper for my little nalita. Like that's it. Like you know, like I don't have a lot. Like I have like 2 pieces of steak ready every single day. Like I'm not really in my whole like welcome to my apartment vibe. I'm really like get the fuck in here and close the door before my cat runs out. Like it's literally like for survival in here. So yeah, like my inflatable mattress, it has holes in it. And what about it? Like every single person who sleeps on that thing wakes up on the floor. And that's just that's like what happens in this household, like in my studio apartment.
Honestly, this couch.
This is very comfortable, you guys. This couch, I would honestly, and I have slept
I've had fully knocked out on this couch.
Oh yeah, Oscar's like knocked down this couch at like 6 p.m. before. Like, literally, like, but you guys see how small the couch is. So whoever sleeps on it, unless it's literally like, well, actually, all my friends are pretty tall. Everyone's always dangling off of it. Like the funniest thing is when Indy would sleep here, and you know how Indy is, and she'd just be like, woo! Like literally just like on it, like falling off and everything. And especially when we're drunk. It's just literally whenever I have more than 2 people sleep over my house or 3 because I can't fit 2 people in my bed, it's always like fight for what you want, like fight for what you can get, like either this couch or that fucking bed because there's only 2 options to sleep unless you want to sleep on the inflatable mattress. But yeah, I do offer Oscar to sleep over all the time, but recently he just has so many other beds to sleep in.
My bed is just not as bad.
No, like tonight, this pink outfit's gonna be taken off in someone else's bed. No, I'm kidding, guys. We're literally joking. No, like we're joking, guys. We're young, we're dumb, we're fun, we're blonde, we're pretty, whatever.
No, literally, guys. I just something about like a comforting bed. You're like, oh.
Well, okay. I kind of want to talk about this, but this has nothing to do with you and your tendencies, but it only has to do with me. Like, I've been in that whole like hookup culture before. Like, I've hooked up with people. I'm in a relationship now, you guys, which I would like, that's why I'm saying it like, oh, like 7 years ago, like literally acting like it was forever ago, but it really was. Like, I feel like I could never sleep over somebody's house, bitch. Like ever. Like ever. Like, I don't know why. Like, I've always been oh my god, I've always been such a post-nut clarity guy. Like, dead the fuck ass. Like, like, it's so true though. Like, I'll be like, blah, and then be like, no, and then like run away. Like, like.
It's only because every time I finish, I'm just like knocked out after. I'm like,
oh, shit. Bitch, you're so funny. No, I think though, like for you though, like you're in a little bit more of a healthy spot than I say I was maybe 2.5 years ago. Like literally, like you are hooking up with people you want to hook up with. Like you are hooking up with people that you think are attractive. Like you are hooking up with people that you have that thing with. But sometimes like in the whole gay culture, the whole gay narrative, you sometimes do certain things to explore or do things that like you will regret in the future.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, like I never really hooked up with that many people, but if I did, it was never people I was close with to the point where like I could sleep over.
Yeah.
So whenever you like wake up in someone's apartment with like some nice coffee next to you, I'm like, I'm jealous. No, I'm kidding. Like, I'm like, how do you
Me
do
texting
that?
you, I'm like, hey, I just got coffee right now.
No, like literally, Oscar will like send me a picture like, like I'm like, that's not your covers. Like I'm like,
Bitch,
whose
what
covers is
the
that? Like what
heck?
the hell? But no, yeah. So it's definitely very. I don't know. I find that. I think you're just like living your best life.
I'm just trying to like live in the moment.
Also,
Honestly.
bitch, you're young. You're single.
I know,
You're
I'm
like,
literally
hello.
21.
Like, let's be so fucking for
I think
real.
once I turn 22, it's when I'm done.
Yeah, me when I was like 19. I'm like, once
Me
I turn
just-
20.
Me just turning 21. I'm like, oh my god, we have a long ways to go.
No, yeah. I feel like 21 is the age to do it. You're only gonna be 21 once.
Yeah.
21 is the year where you literally are legally starting to be able to drink. So Oscar literally yawning before we're about to go out. Like Oscar, can we take
That-
another shot?
Yeah, let's take a shot.
Okay, wait. Talk while I get us another shot.
Okay, well, I feel like we can talk about Coachella. Let's talk about Coachella.
Coachella?
Yes.
Wait, guys, I'm literally gonna pour shots right now. What do you want to talk about Coachella?
I want honestly like the whole guys. So we pulled up to our hotel, and it was like, guys, it was fully like we were just so caught off guard the whole time. The whole we. I don't even know if I can say it.
Coachella was the
I don't know
most.
if I can say it.
This is how I feel about Coachella. Coachella was the most, for me, wannabe influencer experience of my life. And I think about that more so when you and Indy laugh about how I was walking with those boots on. You guys tell me that I was walking like I thought I was like Tyra Banks. Like I had like this energy to me where I thought I was like on top of the world just because I got a free ticket to Coachella. Like, babe, you in the line of 70 people behind you. Like, it is the most basic thing ever. But I had so much fun because I brought Oscar and Indy with me.
Yeah.
But bitch, that experience was so weird.
Like driving up there and then.
Oh my gosh, literally driving up there. Do you remember when we got pulled over or almost pulled over?
Oh yeah.
Did I talk about that before?
No, that's what I'm trying to bring up.
Oh, okay,
I don't
so
know,
what-
like
No, say it, it's fine.
guys.
I'm like, say it, it's fine. I don't give a fuck.
I'm fully like I'm not a morning person. I'm honestly just a very tired person overall. I'm like you guys just saw me on. I'm like,
No, like literally.
I'm always tired, but I'm fully like falling asleep in the back, and then I start hearing like the sirens go off, and I'm like, what the hell? And at this point, I hear someone in the speaker like, pull over to the side. And the Pablo's like, what the hell is going on? So he's like fully pulling over to the side. And the guy's yelling at Pablo.
No, I'm so glad you're saying that, Oscar, because nobody will ever believe how loud this man was yelling on the speaker of his fucking police car.
No, he was like yelling, guys. It was like, at some point, it was like very disrespectful.
Oh, wait, let's take the shot. 1 second. Wait, I don't know why I think I'm like about to black out. I literally took 2 shots.
But you'd be drinking like half a shot and you're just like.
I knew he was going to say that. He always makes fun of me because I take 1 shot and I'm
He
drunk.
drinks like 2 cents of a buzzball and then he's like, I'm a blackout.
Guys, I literally am such a lightweight recently, especially with these like little furry boots. Like I'm just so dainty and small and tiny.
I hate you.
All right, bitch. Cheers to love. Cheers to honor. And if you can't come in here,
cheers to
come on her.
Bitch,
y'all.
Cheers to glory.
Cheers to glory.
Glory hole, bitch.
Wait. Oh my gosh, I have like this burp I need to get out. Take that shot so I can take your electrolyte, please. Oof. Oscar drinking out of bolitas and me drinking out of I love SLUTS. Was it gross? Oh,
yeah.
Bitch, I'm scared.
It was oh.
There's the name of the whole buddy. Oh my gosh. I'm literally a baby. Every single night I need somebody to literally burp me because I have like a weird gastro problem.
I've been feeling the same way recently. What the heck?
Bitch, are we like dying?
No, we probably are.
No, like my breaths are like so short and like I feel like I have a burp that needs to come up but it won't come out.
Never mind. I don't want to say it because then people are gonna be like saying that we have like alcohol.
Well, I don't think we. Well, that's actually very true because when you drink for a couple of days, it gets harder to breathe afterwards. But we literally drank on Friday and Saturday, and it's been the whole week. It's literally Tuesday. I'm like, and now it's Tuesday.
Now it's Tuesday. What the heck?
Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, 1 second. Cheers to love. Cheers to honor. And if you can't come in here, come on. What? Her.
And then like he gets pulled over, and the guy's like yelling over the speakerphone, guys. Like not even like a quiet like. Not even like a quiet. It was like, pull over right now. And
pull over right now.
And there's me like barely waking up. I'm like, what the hell?
I was like, am I evading police right now? Because I did not pull over. Like I was confused for a second.
And then he was like, wait here. And then Pablo was like, wait, this doesn't make any sense.
Guys, there was ongoing traffic, fully so much traffic. But to be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I saw this happen in Brooke Schofield the other day when she was driving to San Diego, which is the same way I think in the beginning that we were going towards where were we going? Coachella, yeah.
Yeah.
So literally she said that there was a bunch of cargo trucks on the highway and there was cops behind the cargo trucks going in circles. Remember? That's what
Yeah.
happened with me. Then I went right behind the like police car or something because I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know that, guys. I'm not from California. I wasn't raised to know that like if police cars are going like this, it means something specific. So I just kept going, and then that's when I like got pulled over by a cop behind me or something like that. So technically, like I didn't really do anything wrong at all now that I think about it, but maybe he just wanted me to like make sure. But he was so rude about it. He's like, "Stop right now, pull over right now, right now." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, like what do I do?" I pulled over on ongoing traffic. There was nowhere to even park. And then he gets right next to me. He's like, "You don't move. You stay there right now. You stay there. I'll be right back." And I was like, "Okay." And he leaves and goes into traffic. And I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
And me, Indy, and Oscar were like, "Wait, what?" We waited there for like 5 minutes. Nobody came back. And at that point, I was like, "Am I supposed to
We
stay
waited there for a
here?"
minute too,
It
and
wasn't
then
even longer. Like I was so confused. So we just like slowly pulled away and left. But for the rest of the Coachella ride, I was like terrified. I was like
yeah.
begging. I was like petrified that we were gonna get pulled over again because I have such bad OCD with life and I have OCD with driving. Like I hate driving, especially. So when I feel like I'm about to get in trouble, like it's just not a vibe. But that's like how the whole Coachella experience
Well, I
was.
feel like the rest of the Coachella was really fun though.
Well, yeah, we had so much fun, but if we're gonna be honest, we got okay. So I got free ticket to go to Coachella, amazing, but I did not get a hotel, so I had to spend $2,000 for a hotel for 2 nights. I spent $2,000. I got. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't even remember how much I got paid, but just so that you guys can kind of know like an influencer thing, and I'm drunk right now, so I don't give a fuck. I think I got paid like $10,000 for Coachella. Like they paid me 10K to go plus a free ticket, so it was obviously like worth it. But I didn't get the payment until like 3 to 4 months after, so I had to like spend that money out of pocket, and that was kind of one of the only big brand deals I had gone through the year. So it was definitely hard, but I spent two. I was so hard, like it was just such a hard day. Like no, but um they yeah, I spent $2,000 on the hotel room. Me, Indy, and Oscar got there. I brought Scoobs with me because there was no way I was leaving Scoobs in LA while I was in Coachella. Hello.
Yeah.
So we get there, the apartment or whatever it was called, the hotel was infested with ants. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Infested with ants, hundreds of ants all around the thing. We are literally the most low maintenance ass bitches ever. Like we don't really care about anything
Yeah.
because we like at first we let it happen. We're like whatever. There's some ants, whatever. We got ready. We went to Coachella. When we got back that night, the ants were even worse
Ew, they were everywhere, guys. It was nasty.
everywhere. And the fucking hotel that we were staying at, you guys, literally didn't help with shit. Like they literally were the worst hotel ever, and I don't give a fuck. I wish I knew what it was called, but it's the hotel directly right next to Coachella. You guys, they are so unhelpful. There was nobody in concierge. There was nobody in the lobby the entire time. Literally, we got there at the right perfect time. Remember when we were flirting with
Oh
the
yeah.
concierge? We were being so stupid, but we got there like right before he left. We got our hotel, thank God. But after that moment, there was never anybody there to help us. We couldn't leave with all these ants. So I literally just packed my stuff, bought a new hotel for like $900 for the night, like 30 minutes away, and we moved there because we couldn't even deal with the ants.
Yeah.
It was just so much. So for the last day of Coachella, that's what we did.
I just like how we like got free barbecue, like a whole rack of ribs.
Oh yeah, Oscar, it's the little things in life. There was like this little grill out there that we like got free shit out like at night. Like we love we stand. The whole thing about Coachella, it's like it's all about like Coachella, but the little things are what matter. Like
Yeah.
the little fun moments that matter. And I think it's a vibe.
Exactly. And
We
just
literally
like
met somebody the other day that we met at Coachella. Remember the guy at WeHo? He
yes,
was
he
like, "Oh
was
my
like, oh
gosh,
my
you
god.
got like you guys were looking for a car, da da da." Remember
Oh
that? Was
yes,
that the guy? I think he was part of the group.
I think so.
Yeah,
Oh
me
my
too.
gosh, that's a
That's
full circle
so weird.
moment.
Because basically, guys, the second day of Coachella after Frank Ocean, we had nowhere to go. We were super far with our new hotel. We had no way to get back home because before we were just walking. So all of our phones were dead. We didn't know what to do. So we asked this random group of people for their phone so that we could like call an Uber, get an Uber, figure out what we wanted to do. And then they knew me from TikTok. We love We Stand, and they brought us home, and it was really fun. But we saw that guy recently the other day at WeHo, and we were like, "Whoa, first circle." Then, which was crazy, he was at David Dobrik's party. Like he's a whole ass like influencer. Well, he's on influencing marketing or something, and he's like really big. Like he goes to all these big
What
parties.
the
He was with
heck?
Snoop Dogg the other day. I had no idea. Like literally, and he came up to me. He's like, "Oh, I love your videos." Like, and he told me he's like, "You two are so much fun. Like, keep doing what you guys are doing." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, cool." I see him the next day. He's literally a part of like the biggest influencer marketing thing. And I DM'd him. I was like, "Holy fuck!" I didn't. I was like, "I didn't
Yeah.
know you were that big. Like, I would have talked to you more." No, I'm kidding. But
Bitch.
I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, I didn't know. And he was like, "Yeah, I told you. Like, I'm a big deal. Like, I know a lot of people. Like, you didn't give me any attention." I'm like, "Bitch, like, I'm
Ooh.
literally at WeHo 3 shots in. Like, you're literally just another Betty at
Yeah.
the end of the day. Like, I don't fucking know."
We're
But
at Coachella. We were pretty drunk.
oh, well, we didn't get that drunk at Coachella.
I think I did.
Yeah, that one day you like blacked out, like threw up everywhere. That was gross.
No,
I'm sorry.
that was so sick. Even just thinking about it gives me goosebumps.
Literally another moment of Oscar bringing one of his special characters along on the ride for Coachella.
Guys, I stopped though.
Yeah, he stopped. No, it's literally fine. But like the second night of Coachella or the day of Coachella, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna like bring one of my friends." Because the first night of Coachella, Oscar found a free ticket on the floor, which was fake. It was a scam. So he invited one of his friends to drive like 4 hours to come see us. He came to us literally right 4 hours.
Oh yeah,
like literally LA or more. It was like IE to here. Yeah, literally. So or to Coachella. So he got there, and then Oscar left early with him because you guys know me. Like literally, I can't be on time anywhere, and I also can't get out of my house on time anywhere. Like literally. So they went early. They went alone. Oscar literally blacked out. Like he was, or did you? I don't know. You were just so drunk. He was throwing up everywhere. Like I saw him at Coachella with throw up all over him. I was like, "Oh, babes, like."
Ew, guys, no, that was so nasty. But this is when I was peak, like, oh, bitch, I was going crazy.
Yeah.
Like, alcohol didn't taste like anything to me. Like, during that time frame of that whole, like, Coachella, Rolling Loud, and all that shit, alcohol was, like, whatever to me.
Yeah, you would drink hella buzz balls.
And for free, bitch, I'm like, whoa.
You can hear Oscar. Which we are the same. We're both burpers.
Hold on.
So like, I'm gonna click off and go to Alex Earl.
I'm gonna go to Pretty Not Smart.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Cancel Podcast. I'm gonna go to
Cancel.
You already said cancel. Wait, what's Louise and Adams? Is that the one you said?
Louis and Adams in a Hell podcast. It's Louis and Yahtzee. Pretty Not Smart.
Oh, yes. And who's the other one? Gone Basic. Something. Laura Lee and Manny MUA. I don't know. But we're gonna be one of those podcasts soon.
No, guys, I don't know what's going on though. Like before, alcohol would just run down like easy.
Yeah.
Bitch, you remember how it would just be like, oh my gosh, you're like, go drink.
No, I know.
Now I took a little sip and I'm like, I'm sick.
No, guys, like I feel one of my like veins, it just stopped. Like literally, like I feel like something like broke in my like heart, and like I'm like bugging right now. Like that's every time I get like a little bit intoxicated, I'm like, am I dying? But then after that, I'm like, oh, I'm drunk.
Is it getting heated in here?
No, like I'm literally begging for some AC right now. But no, yeah, Coachella was such a vibe. Indy was there, love her. We all had amazing outfits. Very last minute, but also Shadow was there. But when I say the most influencer wannabe situation, it's because I was on some kick that weekend. I don't know, y'all. Like I filmed literally like 25 videos like that week. Like,
see, but it's really good though because you're capturing those kind of moments. Too.
Yeah, because now we can look back on them forever.
And I was telling my cousin, and then I was like,
"What?" She doesn't want to be mentioned on the podcast.
Tell me the lie. I was telling her, I was like, it is so nice to be able to look back at those memories though, because now we're just like, oh my god, kill little memories.
No, bitch, and also like not to be fucking dramatic, but like I forget what it was specific. I think it was like 1.2 million views overall at Coachella. Like we have those memories, but so do 1.2 million views. Like that's crazy. Like we're just so famous and rich. It's
just I was like blacked out.
It's just like, well, get ready with us to go to WeHo. Oh fuck, we're at Coachella, never mind.
Babe, there's like one video that you posted. It's just me like, whoa, guys, I could.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm terrified. We were literally
Oscar just want another guy to hook up with, and he thinks it's WeHo at Coachella.
No, literally, there was one line that I said. I was like, oh my god. I literally was like, Oscar said he's gonna fuck somebody else in the night. And you're like, I'm not lying. I'm like, oh my god.
You're like, this is a WeHo.
Like, but like the thing is, we just are always so funny about it, guys. If you really think that, like when we're talking about Oscar with these guys hooking up, we're being honest. No, like, it's really not that serious unless you want to make it serious.
I mean, really not be hooking up most of the time. It's literally just like we just talk for a little bit.
Yeah, Oscar loves to talk to somebody. Like Oscar will be like, "Oh, I'm going to this boy's house at 3 a.m. to talk to him for 2 hours about life." I'm like, okay. Like, and he'll call me at 5 a.m. Can I come back to sleep over? Like he literally loves these little. You do talk with people a lot.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I think I'm just.
I think you're just like a big foreplay guy.
Like I think I'm like feeding into it.
Like no, like literally. Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
Let's talk about kinks.
Kinks? Oh, I have a kink.
Okay, what's your kink?
I have many kinks. Piss kink. Okay, so
anyways,
okay, Oscar's gonna tell me a kink, and every time I like it, I'm gonna go, ooh. Okay, go say kinks.
Wait. You're like waiting. You're like,
I'm like, give me a kink.
Bitch.
I think
you do like pissing, huh?
Oscar, what the fuck?
Bitch.
Okay, I've tried it before.
Okay.
I feel like everybody's tried it before.
Yeah.
Right? Have you not? What do you mean by piss?
Like someone pissing on you.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! No! Come on, Oscar! Don't bring that up. Why would you ever say that to me?
Okay, like, why would you even say that to me?
Which, no, of course not. When I say piss, I mean like. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell a very awkward story, and I can't believe this.
I already know where this is going.
No, I don't think you do.
I'm like,
I don't think you do know.
oh, I'm like, do I? I'm like, my nails.
No, it's basically the first time that I expressed myself physically, if that makes sense.
Oh, so we became a bottom.
When I became, you're so stupid, bitch. You're so stupid.
You're like, shut the fuck up. I'm like,
anyways, I like can't even fight back with these little boots on. I'm like, you're right. I'm kidding. Guys, I'm kidding. Like, I'm not. Yo, don't bring that shit up to me. Don't fucking bring that shit up. It's fucking
bitch, talk about your kink.
Oh, sorry. Like, no. So, okay. So my first time I really like, was when I was in like sophomore year or freshman year. I cannot believe I'm talking about this right now. So basically, I was hooking up with a girl, and I didn't know the difference between blanking and peeing. I literally did not know the difference, bitch. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I was never like a horny person growing up. Like, I never was like that. So I literally didn't know what it even felt like or meant. And the first time I did was with a girl, and it was like a whole last serious situation, So let's just say I was getting the Gluck 9000, right? And I felt good. I felt amazing, but I also needed to pee beforehand. So, bitch, I literally like couldn't hold it in. I was just like a young person figuring out what it meant to feel. And I released the wrong tube of liquid. And this person fully drank.
Oh
yeah, and like I'm embarrassed to talk about
it. I thought apple juice. I'm like, whoa.
No, I'm like, whoa. I'm like a smoothie up in this bitch.
No, there's smoothies that you make.
I'm like, what? Might as well. Same color. But yeah, guys, that was like I didn't like fully go, but I went and I stopped and I realized what had just happened, and I realized that it probably wasn't what I thought it was, and the person didn't notice. And to this day, I don't know if they still know. But if you know, you know. And I'm sorry, I love you, but I don't love you. But yeah. Yeah, that was kind of weird. So like that, like that's when I say like I've tried it out. That's what I mean. Like it's not like me trying out the kink, but it's like I immaturely, I accidentally used the wrong tube of my penile system. And yeah, us talking about getting demonetized for taking a shot, and we're talking about penile systems. Like, let's be so fucking
this is
for
education
real.
Right here, guys.
Yeah, but what's one of your kinks?
Honestly, I think I do have this thing though. Like I have to get emotionally attached to fully have.
Bitch, let's be.
No, I told you this before.
Keep going. Just keep. No. Why? Just keep going. Bitch, relax. I'm joking.
I think it's been a lot, bitch. No, I think I fully have to be like to actually finish and do it. I have to, bitch. Why you? I hate you,
bitch. I believe it. Just keep going.
I think I have to fully be attached to someone.
Okay, why do you feel like that?
Because I can make guys finish. Yeah, no, we know that.
No, I get that though, because it's like it's one thing to like be in the act and like do it, but it's another thing. It's honestly one thing to finish, and it's another thing to enjoy ugly. It. Yeah, like, exactly.
Because I'm like, holy shit, I'm like really like about to finish with some random guy. You know what I mean? So my body just shuts down. So I think I just literally have to. Bitch, like,
no, I will. No, bitch, I get that. I completely get that. I think you're valid. I think you're heard. I think you're grateful. I think you're appreciative. I think you're pink. I think you're knuff.
Bitch.
Do you know the knuff term?
Yeah, bitch.
From the movie?
Yeah.
Oh. So why haven't you laughed at it every time I said it? No, I'm kidding. But no, I get it though. But I was gonna say there's a difference even between finishing and enjoying. Like, unfortunately, guys, like there is that narrative, like like you have to just finish because you feel awkward or whatever like that, and like, but I do think you're like, it's important to like even know that you want to do it to even get into that situation, because guys, I can say this a billion times, but growing up gay or bisexual or LGBTQ plus there are many hard things in this world, so many hard things. And one of the hard things also is like coming with terms with your sexuality. Like literally, like coming to terms with your sexuality is the most terrifying, scary, horrifying thing ever, especially when you are raised in a predominantly Spanish family, just everybody around like a Hispanic Latino community, like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you know exactly what I mean. So I feel like all these things we're talking about, guys, like they're very normal, and I know a lot of you guys know that. Whether it's just for the like community at all, like unfortunately, like you have a lot of experimenting and testing out to do to not only know what you like, but just to know your worth.
Yeah.
Like literally, and it sucks and it's so annoying. But I hope that with this podcast, like we help some people realize that like you don't need to experiment to know. Sometimes, like everyone's always like, you don't know until you try it. Well, maybe you don't know until you think about it and then you try it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's be for real. Like, we don't have to like do that kind of stuff. I don't. I feel very importantly about that because I have had many moments where I was like confused with myself so much to the point where like I just get lost in like different people, different
Yeah.
experiences, and it's just not a vibe.
Yeah.
Like a vibe at all. I don't know.
No, definitely.
Like Grinder, like the Forbidden G app. I'm like scared to talk about Grinder.
Let's save that for another episode.
Yeah, we have to talk about Grinder on next episode.
On an episode.
Yeah, we should
This
because
episode has lasted like
forever because we're just talking.
They're gonna be like,
they'll be like, all right, we're trying to go out for Halloween, y'all. Go to the carnival. But no, we should talk about Grinder next time,
No, yeah.
definitely, because I feel
our
like
first Grinder,
first and last.
most recent.
Not the first and the second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth. No, I'm kidding. But we should definitely talk about that and
Yeah.
everything. And yeah, honestly, we talked about a lot. We just
We
like
did.
talked, but I feel like that's the whole point of a podcast. You don't need to
Yeah.
know what to talk about, just talking.
Just
'Cause,
letting it all loose.
Like we literally have no topics. We just talk, letting it all loose.
just letting it unhinge.
Well, I'm gonna keep it tight, but guys, I'm kidding. Oh my god, we literally say so much stuff on this podcast. The digital footprint is actually disgusting.
We're gonna get so in trouble.
By who? By the Department of Straight Land Security.
Bitch, they've seen my dirty ass feet. I'm like,
hey y'all, but I'm gonna show you. So this is his outfit. He's Ken. He has glasses, a little scarf. I'm Snooki. We're going out to a carnival tonight. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna Uber there, maybe take a couple more shots. And yeah, how do you feel about life right now?
honestly, I think I'm excited for what's to come. I definitely want to throw my birthday party again for the next month.
Bitch, his birthday was 3 months ago. Wait, what do you mean your birthday party?
Like, guys, my birthday, I blacked out. I don't. That's next.
I mean, we can just say really quick, like literally, Oscar on his birthday planned the most extravagant fun night ever and blacked out like 40 minutes in.
Yeah, like I didn't even experience any of it.
Like he had a birthday, like a party limo. We went to WeHo. We went to WeHo. Do we go to WeHo a lot?
Yeah, bitch.
You think?
When you start figuring out new places.
Yeah, guys.
If y'all have any recommendations, let us know.
I know. Where the fuck are we gonna go? Like, I don't know. Like, I personally, like, if I'm in a club, I'm gonna go to WeHo because it's fun. There's a lot of clubs, and in all honesty, guys, we go 3 to 4 times a month at max. That's every weekend. But that's like not even a lot. Like this past month, I went like twice because of Halloween. The past month before that, we went none, and then before that, it was giving a little toxic.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
I think it's time to like us take a little break again.
Like rebrand. Yeah, after this weekend, we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna rebrand.
It's gonna be November, December. I feel like it's giving cozy. Like,
bitch, it's giving cozy until we're like on the streets, like doing
doing
some crazy. No, but like
WeHo this weekend.
we need to get out of fucking beaches and go to like a nice little cute Irish pub,
like an actual beach.
Actual beach. Like get yourself in the fucking sun, get some
Every time
vitamin
the
C.
Uber is like, oh, it's taking you to the beach.
No, every time we get into the Uber because we go to beaches. Beaches is like the most fun club. WeHo, they're always like, oh, you guys are going to the beach, and we're like, no, we're going to the beaches. There's a difference, babes. There's a $21 tequila sunrise at the bar on like Santa Monica Pier. But yeah, guys. So
what are you looking for next month?
next month. Oh my gosh, literally, I'm gonna be in the Jubilee video this weekend. Yeah, I can't say what it's for, but I am gonna be in a Jubilee video. It's gonna be like, okay, so basically, guys, I got casted to be in a really big like reality TV little series moment for YouTube. And me saying reality TV, I'll take it for whenever I can. But yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a really cool opportunity. I got casted by this really cool casting director. It took a couple months to get accepted, so I'm excited to finally do it next week because a lot of times with cool opportunities that happen in LA, you never really know if they're going to forget about you the next day. And they don't have any, like, they don't owe you anything, you know? So they can, like, I don't know. A lot of people have hired me for things before. And like 2 weeks later, they find somebody else. And then it's done. So I'm excited that it's actually happening. We're going to film it. I feel like it's like my shooting back. Yeah, it's like finally, like, you know, I've been on a lot of like different shows before, like the James Corden show. I've been on like these commercials a lot. Like I've done a lot of music videos. But this is like the first reality series moment, you know, where I'm being on it for being me, for being Pablo. Hi, I'm Pablo. Hello, what the fuck is up? You know, like that's what I'm doing, and it's gonna be broadcasted to literally like 20 million people. So I don't realize it's so crazy how weird our life can get.
People, I think our life gets so crazy to the point where people are like, "There's no way that happened."
There's no way. Like
we had multiple be like, "That didn't happen." I'm like, I guess it didn't happen.
No, literally, like people just would rather not believe it so that they don't
Like I
have
had people
to
come up
feel
to me
it.
like, "You guys definitely didn't go into that pool." I'm like, "You guys definitely were staying
Right?
in there."
Yeah, no, literally. It happens
Okay.
all the time. Like going back to that pool thing, me and Oscar, like I personally love to sneak onto rooftop pools in LA. Like I love the narrative. I will literally sneak onto any rooftop pool, 5 star especially, and get a tequila sunrise, slug it down, and literally stay there the entire day. But I started bringing Oscar along with me. Yeah, people don't believe whenever we have something fun happen.
Yeah.
When you met SZA, everyone's like, "Did you really meet SZA? Where's the pictures? Where's the thing?" I'm like, "Bitch, you weren't there.
Yeah.
You don't even know what pictures are."
No,
Like,
no, like, and then people are like always saying like, "Oh, like you're a liar. You didn't mean to say," but it's like things I just don't want to say. I like things that I can say and I just don't want to say.
that is the biggest thing in the city. Literally, guys, I've been branded as a liar for some of my past scandals. Guys, I'm considered a liar because I talk about what nobody wants to talk about and I talk about what people can't talk about. You know, people aren't going to talk about a crazy situation because they're scared. I'm just telling the truth. No hate to nobody. Like, I love everybody, love the situation, love the narrative. But if something funny, crazy, dramatic, exciting happens, I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And Oscar, he couldn't talk about the SZA situation. He couldn't show as much that he wanted to because, you know, there was a lot of different situations with that. But he still brought it up, said the truth, and that's it, y'all. Like, don't dig into things. Like, we're literally not that bored
Yeah.
unless it's like a Thursday and like I have
And then
nothing to
we're going
do.
to WeHo.
Yeah, like,
Bitch.
but yeah, like a lot of crazy stuff happened. So I'm just excited about the Jubilee video. I'm honestly just excited to like literally go to the pool one of these days,
Film more podcasts.
film more
Too.
podcasts because I feel like we just love talking
It's
and I
a
feel like
good
we're getting more
debriefing moment.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel awkward sometimes in the beginning, but like my awkwardness will be like expressed through talking too much.
Yeah.
But then I feel like your awkwardness is expressed through like not talking a lot. But then when we both get comfortable, it's like I start talking less and then you start talking more. So like it equals out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But we'll get used to it.
We'll figure
We'll figure it
it
out.
out.
But for now,
Okay.
guys, thank you for
I think we both
watching.
guys at the same time. Like, whoa.
Guys, I'm like girls, guys, we love you all. But
Thank
yeah,
you for watching again.
thank you
What
for
the
watching.
heck?
Yeah, guys, the Be So For Real pod. We are here every week. We love, we stand. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys black
Stay
out
safe.
safely. I hope you guys have fun. I hope everything goes well. Make sure, guys, if you go out, have your phone fully charged. If you're going to the clubs, keep your phone in your hand. Bring a taser if you like to, if you live in an area where you don't feel as safe as going out. And just make sure to go out with some friends you trust
Yeah.
because Oscar's blacked out. I've taken care of him. Lewis is blacked out. I've taken care of him. I've never really blacked out, so y'all bitches better take care of me.
It's because you never want to black out.
Well, because I'm scared. I was literally talking to Lewis about this the other day. I'm like, I hope I have friends that are gonna take care of me. Because literally,
Well, bitch,
I'm
I do owe
sticking
you
my
one.
fingers down Oscar's throat. I'm just throwing up on me all over my outfit in public. Literally could not even give a less of a fuck. Lewis is like running away, screaming, blah, 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 blah. My other friends are just going, doing cartwheels, and I'm just like, blah, 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 like chasing after them. The second I take one tequila shot, everyone's like, "You're too drunk, bitch." Literally, Catalina Island. The one time I decided to get drunk, Catalina Island, me, Oscar, and Cielo. I drank a little bit too much, and they were both like, "I think you're too drunk, bitch," because I filmed a TikTok in public. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the Be For Real pod.
We'll see you guys in the next episode.
And
you guys be safe tonight.
y'all stay safe, and we're gonna stay for real.
Bye.
All right, guys. Love y'all. Can we take another shot? Because I feel like my sweating from the nervousness is making my drunk go away.